Hi guys, welcome to our vlog. For today's video, um, we're here in Sunrise Park again. So as I've said in the earlier video that I posted, it's just near our house and it's really cold today. It's actually just below 15 degrees. Um, I went here again this morning to film this vlog because look at my view. It's so nice here, right? So I'm gonna talk about what we did to come here to Canada. We're here in Vancouver right now, and it's actually been a month already. So for those of you asking, this is our timeline. So that's what I'm gonna talk about in this video. It was actually last year when we decided to come here. Um, so we gathered our transcripts from our respective schools, me and my husband, and then I started looking for a school because we decided to take the student pathway. So I have to look for a school. I have to get a letter of acceptance from that school before I can proceed to applying the actual visa from the Immigration of Canada. So we decided on University Canada West because it offered a master's program. And aside from that, they offered Southeast Asian students a scholarship grant. It's actually about 7,000 Canadian dollars. So it's really been helpful. So they will deduct it from my overall tuition, but I have to get a certain grade. So I think it was about end of November to first week of December that I started tinkering with University Canada West website. So um, I was just trying to answer the information required on their website, and then I didn't complete my application yet. So the next day, I got a call from a student advisor um, asking me to complete my application already because it's only another few steps and then I'm done. So I remember uploading there my passport, my transcript from college, and then my resume. So my resume then was not as detailed. So about 3 weeks after, I got rejection from the school. They told me that I don't have a bachelor's degree and that I'm not qualified to apply for the master's program. So since it's a masteral program, I have to have a bachelor's degree first, right? So they told me that I didn't have that, but I did. And since it was December already, I didn't bother appealing the rejection first because it was Christmas time. You know, Christmas time in the Philippines, everyone's so busy. And so there. So I waited until about January to appeal the decision, and but then I got down because of COVID. So I had 2 to 3 weeks quarantine back at home. So it was only after, actually, it was during my quarantine that I decided to appeal. I wrote an appeal letter, and then I submitted my West to them. My West is actually an education credential assessment. So I had that done about 2021, earlier that year. Um, no, actually last year. So it's already 2022. It's January 2022 already. So I had my West. So I submitted my West to them because it said there that I had an equivalent Canadian degree of a 3 years bachelor's degree. So that one, and then I updated my resume. I made a super detailed one. I enumerated everything that I did since I'm a bank manager before. So I enumerated all the things that I did. It's so detailed and there. So when I submitted that, it took about another, it was actually February already. So it took about a month before they finally gave me a conditional letter. So about March 1, I got a conditional offer letter from the school. There's two kinds actually. It's conditional and unconditional. Unconditional means that they will accept you without any requirements. And then conditional means I have to satisfy a few of their requirements. Actually, hindi naman mahirap. It's not that hard because it's just an English test and the payment of the security deposit. So I took a Duolingo test. I didn't bother taking an IELTS anymore because it will take time to schedule. So I just book online a Duolingo test. It's also in my vlog. I already vlog about it. Fortunately, I got a high score, 145 over 160. So I just admitted that, and then when they told me that it was okay, I paid my 3,000 secure deposit to be deducted from my tuition, of course. So a few days after, they gave me an acknowledgement receipt for the payment that I did, and there. So I waited for about 2 weeks again, and then the date March 22, 2022, I got my official letter of acceptance from University Canada West. So yay! So finally, they accepted me already. I was able to appeal their decision. They have to accept me because I didn't choose any other school. So, at saka, I really need to get in. So, after getting my official letter of acceptance from UCW, that's the time I have to prepare all the documents so that I can apply for our visa naman. So, it's a family app. We decided to go together. Um, so I have to prepare documents for four of us. So since we already requested for our transcripts before, and then our passports, I have to scan all of those because online application yung sa GC key. It was just an online application. Everything you have to upload in their system. So you have to scan everything and then make sure that the details are clear, naka-PDF file, everything. So, I'm gonna try to do another vlog on the documents that you need to prepare and you need to submit. But for now, let's just talk about the actual timeline. So, it was March 22 then. So, it took me about a month to finish my SOP because this is very important. Statement of purpose is where you will tell the immigration why you need to study in Canada, why you need to bring your family with you, why you chose that school, why you chose the city. Like for us, it's Vancouver. So you're gonna have to explain there. And then you also have to explain what's the connection between your what you're doing back home, and how is your degree going to help you progress more. So either there's a career opportunity for you in Vancouver or in Canada, or it's going to be a career progress back in the Philippines. So it's a lot of things, a lot of details going into that SOP, and then you have to also to tell them how are you gonna fund your studies, how are you gonna fund your living expenses here. So it's a very um, meticulous process. So maybe I'll just do another vlog on that, on how to write your SOP. We did this application DIY, so everything was on us. You just have to research, and research, and ask around. So what's good thing about the Pinoy community is everyone is so helpful. Um, so just ask. Um, Someone or somebody will be more than willing to answer your question or more than willing to help you out. So that's what I'm doing also right now. So I try to help as much. Basta I know the process. I'm gonna answer the messages that I get. So there. So back to the timeline, it was about April na. Scan all the documents, scan all the visas, all the stamps and everything. So finally, it was about last week of April that we finished everything. And April 30, I was already trying to submit and pay for the application, but it was getting declined. Our card was getting declined. I don't know why. We tried to call the bank also, but it didn't go through. So we slept. We just let it go. So May 1 nga, we already submitted our application. So May 2, we received the biometrics request already. So we did that. We just have to go to VFS in Makati to do your biometrics. But you have to make an appointment before. But now I think you can do walk-ins. So after that, about 2 days after, when I checked our GC key, the biometrics was already completed. So it was already reflected in our GC key account. So what is the GC key account? It is where you upload all your documents, and then it is also the where you will check your status. Everything will be coordinated or communicated by the immigration through that system. Next is our medical. So yung medical, it's that time it was really hard to make appointments. So I had it scheduled ahead of time, even if IRCC didn't request any medical for us yet. It's called upfront medical. So it was originally scheduled at around June. I was able to have it changed to May 9. So May 9, we went to IOM Medical. It's also in Makati. Um, what to do in the medical, it's just x-ray and then some blood work and then physical exam by the doctors. They just need to know if you have um, any disease, yung nakakahawa na disease like TB or AIDS or whatever. So everyone has to do this medical, even the kids. So but the kids only x-ray lang, depende sa age yung what they need to do. So about since it was an upfront medical, I don't have any upload button on the GC key account to upload the medical results. So what I did was to do the web form. After a week, I followed up with IOM to get our e-medical sheets. So when I got those, I just uploaded them through the web form. So web form is another way to upload your documents so that it will reach immigration, and then you'll put there all your application number, your UCI number, so that it can be connected to your application. So yun, when I submitted that, after another a few days after, I think the GC key account reflected that we passed the medical already. So yun, medyo napapabilis na yung processing. We didn't expect it also na ganun kabilis. And then after that, after we passed the medical, um, I think reviewing eligibility na agad. Then background check. We also submitted our NBI through the we did our NBI prior, so we included that in the forms already. So background check processed already, medical process already, biometrics already done. So reviewing eligibility na. And then after a few more days, I think it was about June 7. I got the do not reply emails, and then when I check it was already approved. Our application was already approved for the four of us. So it was very fast. It was just 36 days since we applied, and it's really very fast. So nagulat kami that our application was approved already and that fast. So yun lang yung timeline namin. And then June 7, it was a mixture of emotions because finally we're leaving the Philippines and get to start another journey here in Canada. But it's also sad because we're gonna leave everyone back home. But this is for our kids, so it's for their future, for better opportunities for them. That's why we're doing this. So if you're watching this and you have plans for your family, maybe this vlog can help you. And if you have any more questions, you can write that down in the comment section, and I'll try to answer as much as possible. As you know, school's already starting, so we're loaded with homeworks and assignments and quizzes. So, but I'll try to reply as much as I can. So from the day that our application was approved, we prepared our passports already, printed the passport request letter that you have to include, and then we sent all our passports together to VFS. So instead of availing the pickup service of VFS, we decided to just send it through LBC all together in one package. But no choice but to pay for the VFS delivery service. So each yon, and then since the kids don't have biometrics, they have to pay about 659 each for the processing fee of VFS. So June 14 na send yung passport to VFS, and then about a week or less than 2 weeks after, we already got the passport back. And then in our GC key, may naka-update din na foil number of the visa. So it's all in the GC key talaga. Everything is reflected there. We got our passports, so it's really official. We have our visas already. So we have to find tickets for our flight to Canada. After we got our passports, we tried to check out the flights. We wanted a direct flight sana, but it was so expensive. It's $15 per person. Four kami. So that would be $6,000, and that's too much. So we decided on a Korean Air flight. Our actual experience is already on the vlog. I vlog about our flight, that the 1 hour layover is just enough, and we didn't experience any issues on our flight. So that was September 9, and it's now October 11th. We just celebrated our first month here in Canada. So we're loving it here. The weather is so nice. It's just so cold sometimes, especially in the morning or late at night. If you're planning to come here, I suggest that you do your research now, ask around, and plan ahead. So it's really very nice here. We're just starting our journey, and all that I've shared with you are just my experiences. I am not a licensed immigration consultant. Yeah, so I'll continue on sharing our journey here for everyone, so that I can help you in one way or another in your own journey. So don't hesitate to ask me questions, and I'll try to answer as much as possible. So there you go, guys. This is the end of our video. I hope you learned something, and I hope I was able to share a lot of things about our journey coming here. And watch out for the next vlogs because I'm gonna share more. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos about this or for just our adventures here in Canada. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on my next vlog. Bye guys! I have to go home and study. Bye!